So next we will learn about claws. So far we learned about beaks, but birds have beaks and claws. So now we'll see what is the use of this claws. CLAWS, or what are claws? Okay, claws, you know, they are long curved nails that present on the feet. Some long curved nails present on the feet of the birds. Actually, they use it for swimming, climbing, for the protection, holding food, perching and all, for different kinds of use. They have this claws. Actually, it's a long curved nails present on the feet, we say. It is long curved nails on the feet. They use it for climbing, for the protection, for swimming, for holding food, etc. Okay, let's see. Feet and claws. Birds have 2 feet. They have claws on the feet. So on the feet they have claws, we say. We have toes, so they have claws. Claws help the birds to catch the food. It helps them to catch the food. Perch on branches. Perch on branches means what? To sit or to stand on the branches, we say. To rest on branches, we say. You have seen birds sitting on the branches, or we can say they are resting on branches. To stand, to sit, or to rest on the branches, they use this claws. That is called perching or perch on branches. And to move around, they use this claws. They have feet according to the environment they live in and the food they eat. So birds have claws according to the environment, according to the living area where they live, and according to the food they eat. Different birds have different kinds of claws. So birds have 2 feet. They have claws in the feet, which helps them to hold the food, perch on branches, and so different birds have different kinds of claws. Now we will see these kinds of claws, different kinds of claws, or the shape of the claws of different birds. So in the table given below, claw shape, picture, type and use birds. The shape of the claw is given, some birds pictures are given, its type and use is given, name of the birds are given. So first, wading, W-A-D-I-N-G, wading claws. We can see the claws of a bird there. Yes, the legs are long with toes that are spread out to help them walk easily in shallow water without sinking. Okay, without sinking into the mud or water. They have these kinds of claws. They are long. It's spread out. You can see the image there. Image of a wading bird claws. Okay, it's spread out to help them walk easily. They can walk easily because the claws are spread out, we say. They are long also. Example, cranes, storks, herons. These type of birds have wading claws. Cranes, crane bird, stork, then herons. They have wading. They are wading birds, we say, or they have wading type of claws, we say. The legs are long with toes that are spread out to help them walk easily in shallow water. Shallow water, the water, we can see the depth of the water. From the surface itself we can see that, but it helps them not to sink into it. So these kind of claws help them to walk easily in a shallow water. Example, cranes, storks and herons are the example of wading birds, we say. Okay, next, grasping. Grasping. The feet have large curved claws. See the claw of image of a claw shown there. Eagles, hawks, owls, they have these kind of claws. Eagles, owls, hawks, they have grasping claws, we say. You can see the image of the claws here. Okay, the feet have large curved claws called talons, 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 to catch, kill and carry prey. See, prey is the animal that is used for hunting, to kill and have the food. Okay, so their feet, see, you can see the curved claws. It is called talons, talons. It helps them to catch the other animals for the food. There are 3 toes in the front. You can see in the image, you can see children, 3 toes we can see, but one is there again, it is behind it. Okay, so grasping claws means the feet have large curved claws called talons to catch and kill the prey, then or carry the prey. Using the claws, they carry it and they eat afterwards. There are 3 toes we can see in the front and 1 you can see behind also. So eagles, owls, hawks, they have grasping kind of claws, type of claws. Okay, which birds? Eagles, owls and hawks. They have grasping type of claws to catch the prey. Next, swimming. Swimming type of claws. Swimming. The feet are webbed. Webbed feet we say. Those who are swimming, swimming birds, they have webbed feet. Example, ducks, swans. Ducks and swans, they swim inside the water, isn't it? Ducks, swans and all swim. So we say they have webbed feet. Because of the webbed feet, they are able to swim. Webbed feet. So the feet are webbed. There are 3 toes in the front. You can see the image there. There are 3 toes in the front. 1 small toe at the back that we can't see now. It's small is there, which is at the back. Feet work as oars while swimming. You know what is oars? Feet work as oars while swimming. Rowboat, you know, rowboat. R-O-W, rowboat. Rowboat. There we use to row it, to row the boat, we use a long pole. With a broad blade at one end. We used to row the boat, then only the boat will move forward. A kind like this, it will come and see, like this it will be. It's a long pole with a broad blade at the end, which helps to row the boat. Then the boat will move forward. So oars, we say that feet work here. The webbed feet, they works as oars while swimming. Because of this webbed feet, help them to swim in the water. So ducks, swans, they have swimming type of claws, or we can say webbed. They have webbed feet, which helps them to swim in the water. 3 toes we can see in the front and 1 small toe is there at the back. Then scratching. The claws are strong with 3 toes in the front. See the image? You can see 3 toes in the front and a short hind toe, means back legs, higher up the leg. They have to scratch the ground to find food. Scratch means to dig. They dig like this, using that claws they scratch. Have you seen hens scratching food? When it walks, you can see in between it will scratch to dig for food. So hens, pheasants, they have these type of claws. Hens, pheasants, Okay, they have scratching types of claws to dig out the food or to scratch the food from the ground. Scratch the ground to find the food. They scratch the ground. So you can see the claws, they are strong with 3 toes we can see in the front, and one short will be there behind, not behind, higher up the leg. They have to scratch the ground to find the food. Example, hens and pheasants we say, a kind of bird. So scratching types of claws for hens and pheasants we say. So we learned about 4 types of claws, isn't it? Yes. First we learned about wading claws for cranes, storks and herons. They have wading types of claws. These are long with toes that spread out actually, which help them to walk very easily in the shallow water. So crane, stork, they used to be in the water always. Most of the time they go inside the water, so when they walk they won't sink down because of these kind of claws. Okay, then next we learned about grasping types of claws. Eagles, owls, hawks, they have grasping type of claws. You can see the image there. They have large curved claws. It is called talons, T-L-O-N-S, which helps them to catch and kill the prey. If they want to eat food, they have to catch and kill the other insect or animal. So these kind of claws help them to catch and kill the prey. They carry it through the talons or grasping claw. And you can see 3 in the front and 1 we can see in the behind the claws. We can see 1 more behind. Then next is swimming type of claws. Ducks, swans have swimming type of claws, or we can say they have webbed feet which helps them to swim in the water. Then we learned about scratching types of claws to scratch the food in the ground. Example, hens, pheasants, and they have 3 toes we get in the front and 1 small higher up in the leg, which helps them to scratch the food, to dig the food in the ground. Yes. So far we learned different types of claws, isn't it, children? First we learned about wading claws, wading types of claws. It helps the birds to walk easily in the shallow water. Example, we saw cranes, storks, then herons. These are the examples for wading types of claws. Then we learned about grasping claws. Grasping claws we learned for eagles, hawks and owls. They have grasping types of claws which helps them to catch the prey, to carry the prey. And we learned about swimming types of claws for ducks and swans, or we can say they have webbed feet which helps them to swim easily in the water. Then we learned about scratching types of claws. Scratching, example, hens and pheasants, which this kind of claws helps them to scratch the food, scratch in the ground to find the food. Then we are going to learn about perching types of claws. Perching, I told you what does perching means. Perching, to stand or sit or to rest on the branches. It is called perching. There are 3 toes in the front. You can see a bird resting on the branch. That image you can see a bird on the branch. How that claws help them to hold the branch and make them to rest in the branch, on the branch. There are 3 toes in the front and 1 behind, which curls around the branch to hold it firmly. See the image, children? One claws, you see the claws? It is curled around the branch which helps them to hold firmly on the branch. They won't fall down because they hold firmly using that claws. Then it enables the bird to sleep even while perching. If they are resting on the branch, means even they can sleep there because the claws tightly hold the branch. They won't fall also. So even they can sleep while they are perching. So good, isn't it? While standing and resting on the branch of the tree itself, they can sleep. So example, crows, robins, sparrow, crows, robins, sparrow. These are the birds that have perching type of claws. Okay. Now next is climbing. Climbing types of claws. Climbing. See the image, the climbing. There are 2 toes in the front and 2 behind. 2 we can see in the front, 2 we can see behind it. It is there, enabling the bird to climb up, down, sideways on tree trunks. Tree trunk. Woodpeckers, parrots, they have a climbing type of claws to climb. Woodpecker and parrots, yes, to climb the tree trunk. They have climbing type of claws. You can see the toes, 2 at the front and 2 back, and which helps them to climb up, then down, also sideways they can climb. So they have climbing types of claws. Woodpecker, parrot, they have climbing types of claws. The last one, running. Running types of claws. Running types of claws. It is for ostrich. Ostrich is a bird that runs very fast. That's why it has running types of claws. Fast running birds have 2 toes instead of 4. All other birds have 4 toes in the claws, but here ostrich they have 2 only. They have very strong legs to run fast. You can see the ostrich claws or legs there. See, so strong and thick, isn't it? It helps them to run very fast. It is the fast running bird. It has only 2 toes. It runs very fast. Okay. So ostrich has running type of claws, we say. Yes. So perching claws. Perching claws means the claws which helps them to hold firmly the branch, to sit or stand or to rest, to even to sleep. This kind of claws helps the birds. Example, crows, robins, sparrows. Then we learned about climbing types of claws for the birds to climb up, down and sideways. Example, woodpecker and parrot. They have climbing types of claws. Then running claws, only for ostrich bird that runs very fast. All other birds have 4 legs, but ostrich has 2. So thick and strong legs, which helps them to run very fast. So these are the different types of claws we learned. Birds do not have teeth. They have beaks and claws. Beaks helps them to bite, chew and tear the food into small pieces to catch the prey and all. Beaks helps them. It helps them to feed the young ones, to make nest, to clean and smoothen the feathers. For all purpose, beaks helps them. It has multi-purpose use. So we learned about different types of beaks for different birds. Then we learned about claws. Claws are sharp, long or curved feet, on the feet. Some toes we can see this kind, that is called claws. Claws, some sharp, long curved nails that present on the feet, which helps them to for protection, for climbing, then for catching the prey. For all this use, claws helps them. So we learned about wading type of claws for birds like cranes, herons and storks, which helps them to walk easily in the shallow water without sinking into the water. Then we learned about grasping types of claws for the birds like eagles, owls and hawks, which helps them to carry the prey, kill and catch it, kill it and carry the prey, that animal through with that claws, and they eat. Then we learned about swimming type of claws for ducks and swans, which helps them to swim or very easily. They have webbed feet, which helps them to swim in the water. Then we learned about scratching types of claws for hens and pheasants, which helps them to scratch in the ground to find the food. Then we learned about perching claws, helps the birds, crows, robins and sparrows to hold firmly the branch, to rest on it, to sleep. Then we learned about climbing types of claws for birds like woodpecker, parrot to climb the tree or the tree trunk sideways, up, down. We learned about climbing types of beaks to climb up, down and even the sideways on the tree trunks. Then we learned about the bird ostrich, the fast running bird that has running types of claws, so strong and thick legs they have. Instead of 4 they have 2 only, but which helps them to run very, very fast. Ostrich bird, isn't it? Yes. So these are the things we learned in the lesson. So just brush up, or let's recall once again the points we learned. All birds have beaks and claws. Yes, all birds have beaks and claws. Beaks are used for getting food, defense. Defense means to protect themselves. Gathering, nesting materials, to collect all the materials to make for the nest, and attacking, to attack other animals for food. They use beaks. They use beaks for getting food, to make collecting the materials for the nest, for gathering the materials or collecting the materials, to attack other animals, to protect themselves from other animals. They use beaks. Claws help to catch food, perch and move around. Claws of the birds helps them to catch the other animal for the food. And perching means sitting, standing or sleeping on the branch, and to move around, this claws helps them. Okay, yes. Now life skills. You can protect birds and provide them a friendly environment. You also as children, you can protect them. You can give them a good place to live. How? Keeping dogs on leash while taking them for a walk. We have pet dogs at home. Many of them have pet dogs, isn't it? Yes. So if you keep them on leash, or means a chain, while taking them for a walk, you put a strap on its neck or a chain, it will be there, so that you can control it, isn't it? Yes. So keeping dogs on leash while taking them for a walk. Then keeping lakes and rivers clean when you go for a picnic. Suppose you are not in your place, you are going picnic somewhere, so that place where you have lake, there you have to keep everything clean, lakes and rivers. Then minimizing the use of pesticides in your garden. Don't use chemicals more for the plants. We use fertilizers, chemical fertilizers we use to improve the quality of the soil. We add some fertilizers, but some chemicals we use to add more. But if you won't use that, it will be helpful for the birds. Maintaining silence and respecting the fauna while hiking or camping. Maintaining silence and respecting the fauna. Fauna means animals in a particular region. The animals that in your area, some animals will be, in some areas some animals will be more, the kind of animals we can't see in another area. So animals in a particular region we say. So animals are there. So in the forest and in other places we can see animals. We should not disturb them. Maintain silence and we should respect them. And while hiking, hiking means when we go for excursion or camping, we go for in forest or some other areas, hilly areas, we go for walk, like excursion or picnic, like that. Hiking, people go for hiking, you know, this activity for going walk, long walk. Hiking across the country, very far they used to go hiking. We can see people going for hiking and all, but so long places, long distance they are traveling, in and around animals will be, so we should not disturb them. We should maintain silence. Enjoying birds from a distance. Do not get close to them. Enjoy them from a distance. You should not go close and disturb them, try to touch the eggs of them, or should not throw stones or anything like that. You should not do. You enjoy them by seeing them, watching them from distance. So these are the ways by which we can give them protection in the environment, the place where they live. They are in different places. Wherever we go, somewhere long trip, when we go, we can see where there are forests nearby. We can see different kinds of birds, animals there. They are inside the forest, isn't it? Even if we are traveling through the road, they are inside the other place. So we should not disturb them by giving full of sound, horns and beating drums, like that, different kinds of sound which we produce, which makes them disturbed. That we should not do. We should respect the fauna, the area they live. Long trip, if when we go, we can see different kinds of forest. We may want to travel through the road where there are forest, hilly areas. There also birds and animals will be. So we should not disturb them. Okay, when we are going for a long trip, the nearby lakes and rivers, we should make them clean and go. These are the ways by which we can help them to by giving protection to them. We have to respect them. They are also living beings. They have the right to live in the earth. So protect them, give them a friendly environment to live. Okay, children.